Just get this working. Yay! Hello, replay viewers. Hello, Darby and Tilly. Right, look who's coming. Come on. Friends are coming. Morning, Chuck. Well, I was just gonna show you, start my scope at something unusual. I won't tell you what it is. I've just seen something and thought, ooh, I'll just scope that before I go to the birds. But hey, Roland's on as well, cracky. It's a little bit earlier today. I thought I was just up early today. I'll just start it a bit early before the rain starts. But you wouldn't believe this. I've just come across my normal feeding place, and I've just gone to the cafes open, and I've just purchased this. Yeah, our mystery item. I thought it was just food and drink. I've actually bought an item. What's it say? Look what it says on. Yay! Who's hello, Ot F Con? Yeah, I'll get to know you first before I have you calling in. I'll just get Darby call in just for the moment. I'll get my regulars call in. Just tell you what my day's going to be. There's Darby coming in. Where's she gone? Just get to know you in the chat first. The call-in person. What was I going to tell Darby now? See if Darby's coming in. I'll get Darby in. Hang on. We'll just have one person at a time, else it's going to get it's going a bit crazy in a minute. Let me just feed the birds first. Hang on. The swans are waiting. Hang on, the swans. Hello. I've just another nice day in the UK. There you go. No blue sky yet. Give you a little 360. Here's my British weather again. There's your typical British weather. Let's look for the blue sky, everybody. Keep your eyes out. Let's look for some blue sky. And that's it for today. Yeah. I mean, can you believe that? I've just seen something. Basically, I won't tell you what it is. I've just seen something. I thought, oh, wait till I scope that. You'll really enjoy that. So I'm keeping my eye on where the actual thing is. I've just seen it somewhere. Oh, it's just gone inside the building. There was somebody here. I was just gonna show you. Right, hang on. Darby's in. Hang on. Say hello to the swans. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of a weird. I've got the walking group's 2 o'clock today. Well, there's 3 walks on. I couldn't make the early one, so I thought, well, the afternoon walk's 2 o'clock. So I'll just come out a bit earlier, then I can just take my time and probably the walk's it's about 2 miles away. So I thought I'd just start scoping early across the Forest Park where I normally go, and then see how the day goes. Just oh my goodness. Look at me, I'm all loaded up. Look, I've got my gimbal umbrella. Yeah. I'm all loaded up. All my pockets are bulging. I've got my bird food. I've got my umbrella, and I've just bought this item at Derby. Can you work out what this is? Yeah, our mystery item. They've just sold. They just sold that at the shop. I thought, oh, that'll be useful for periscoping. Mystery item. Can you guess what it might? Can you guess what it might be? It isn't food and it isn't drink. They seem to be helping people who like doing periscope. What they've been selling. Yay! It's one of them. No, it's one of them spider gimbals. You know what you can wrap round tree branches and that. It's like one of them spider gimbals. Yeah, you can you can wrap it round a tree. You know, like a tree branch or something, like a flexible one, instead of being like a static tripod. You know, you put a camera on. It's like a tripod, but it's flexible, and you can wrap it around tree branches if you can't find anywhere to position your phone. So that might be useful in all these wild periscope locations I go to. I can't believe it, honestly. I was just drawn towards the cafe just to see what they sell. There's like a little cafe there that's open, like a little outdoor cafe, and I thought, and there's a table in front saying gimbals, and it was only £3. It says £3 or 2 for £5. So I'll send you one over if you've got a PO box. Probably be about £50 in postage, but I'll buy you one. Well, did you see me retweet that thing yesterday? I forgot his name now. Somebody bought me 5 coffees yesterday. Believe it? I thought, hey, is that right? I've just forgot his name. It's an Australian chap. I'll probably remember it when I haven't had a chance to look at all my stuff yet. So yeah, I haven't looked at my phone all night. So I think it's in Australia. I think. Yeah, and then and then yeah, I'm not missing any comments. Obviously, Darby put me in. I'll put you in charge of comments a minute while I'm just feeding the birds. I can't see the screen, so I don't want to miss any comments. Yeah, yeah, the smaller blackbirds. I think they're called coots. They are coots. I think they are. They're coots. We've got swans. We've got Canada geese. They come from Derby's neck of the woods. The Canada geese. Uh, there's mallard ducks and drakes. So the mallards and drakes. They're male and female ducks. And then I've seen a new bird on this lake. There's obviously gulls over there, little gulls. And I've seen a new one that seems, because we were discussing it, weren't we, Darby? Where did we work out what it was? Where it's like a black bird with like a white patch on its side, wasn't it? It's like a new bird I found. Yeah, I'm trying to find a bird. Bird experts watching. It's like that, but it's a black bird like that, but it's got like a big white patch on the side, not on its forehead. I think it has got a forehead white bit, but it just appeared here yesterday. I don't know if he's still here. Yeah, because that's the thing. I have got I say I've got like a stiff tripod, but obviously I think it's called it begins with J. I think it's just like a tripod, but the legs are flexible. They're like flexible, and you can wrap it around tree branches if you want somewhere to put your phone. Or I think it begins with J. I think it begins with J. I forgot the name of it now. Yes, yeah. Yeah, because it's a bit like an off the cuff scope at the moment. I wasn't going to do anything with the weather, but it's still dry. I'll scope while it's dry anyway. I thought I don't if I scope on a normally scope, it'll probably be raining. So I've got my umbrella, I've got my bird food. I basically want to be somewhere at 2 o'clock. So we've got an hour and a half. So I said we'll start making our way to the other walk. I think in a minute, because an hour and a half goes really quick. So I thought I'd just start feeding the birds, so people probably haven't seen this. Is my local. So you call this a pond? I'm trying to think what's the difference in a pond and a lake. Can I call this a lake, or is it too small to be a lake? What's the definition? We need lake. Yeah, because you call yours a pond, don't you? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always call it Forest Park Lake. I mean, I don't know where the definition is of the difference in it. Obviously, a pond to me is what somebody has in the backyard. In the property where the house is. They have a little pond, don't they, with fish in. Like if it's in the garden, I'd call that a pond. Like a small water area would be a pond. But I don't know if you technically call this a pond or a lake. So we'll have to get the pond and lake experts in. Oh, no. Oh, yes. I mean, this is British weather for everybody. When I try and stargaze, this is the British weather. It's just white clouds. Oh right, a tufted duck. Yeah, but obviously, I'm terrible at time management, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on the time. Basically, it's 12:40 p.m. at lunchtime. 12:40. So if you try and keep me on track with time, 2 p.m. UK time, I've got to be somewhere. So I'll probably get carried away and miss the appointment. So yeah, because obviously if you're watching from all around, tell Tilly's in England anyway. She can give me a. Just keep an eye on what time it is. Just keep giving me about every half an hour telling me what time it is because I'll get carried away. Just give me a. Right. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. See what the technical term is for a pond and a lake. 'Cause Oh no, I mean that's the problem. Sometimes sometimes you do have clear skies where you can see the stars, but they're basically where I am. I've got so much light pollution. I'm like surrounded by, the fluorescent street lights. You can't really see anything clearly. Basically, what I'd have to do is, if I had a clear night, is I'd have to come across here and climb up that hill. You know where I used to do that sunset from. That'd be nice if it's a clear night. But obviously, it's a bit dangerous to go up there in the dark. You see, if I could just get if I could get up there and see the sky, I bet we'd see see a nice view of the stars from up there. But I've got loads of light pollution where I am, so it's yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can see them other birds. Yeah, they're all following me anyway. Yeah, I just need about every half an hour, just about like every hour, half an hour time check. I need just to because I'm trying to pace myself. Basically, I've got to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, and it's basically the park you've already seen. This is my local park, and then obviously I'm going to basically walk to my other park where I can still feed the birds and show you the canals and everything. It's basically Hanley Park has got the canal going through the middle of it, so that's where I'm basically going to head to in a moment. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how long it would take me to. I'm going to try and do a super scope today and try and take 3 parks in. I think I can manage 3 parks in one scope. I'll have to entitle it like world record trying to do 3 parks in one scope. Yeah, because this is basically my local park, and then I'll cut through Northwood Park, which is a small park, and then Hanley Park is where I'm heading to. So it's just a shame. I was just going to start my scope with something I've seen over here, but I think the person's disappeared, and I didn't want to reveal what it was. It was like a surprise, but oh, it's just spoilt it now. Hello. Yeah, it's just this. I saw this person this morning, and I thought, oh, I'll just show that on scope, and it's a person. Uh, I thought, oh, I'll scope that, and now the yeah. If you give me about every 15 minutes, just give me a time check, and I'll basically just winging it today. I've got me somewhere about 2 miles away, and about 2 miles away in an hour and a half. So we better get going. And oh, not here. Here we go. I think something's easy to answer. Yeah, I thought I'd just get this bird feed. Yeah, I usually say this part for my new viewers. I would say I usually end up at this. I usually end up at this park just before sunset. I usually show you some nice sunsets, but I don't think we're going to have a sunset today. You Yeah, I mean, if you're on about cockroaches, I mean, I don't think we ever have a cockroach problem in England. I don't think. I know I've seen some of them, obviously them American programs where they follow exterminators around, and you can go to those people who live in those trailer parks, those like the trailer park places, and they can be infested with cockroaches. I've seen those videos. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what that chap. Can you remember that chap who used to be on? He was American, and he used to have like a TV show, and he was like an exterminator. He was like got long hair. It looked a bit like from the 80s. He got glasses and like a mullet at the back of his head. And it was like a family of people who you'd call them out. It's like an exterminator. If you've got cockroaches or snakes or alligators, and they deal with anything. Yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, the person's disappeared. I don't know if I want to reveal who I've seen. It was going to be such a reveal, but he's just disappeared. So we'll have to do it another time. Yeah. I didn't want to tell you it was. It was going to be a big reveal when I just tweeted to you, and I just said I'm just going to start my scope in a moment. I thought I'm going to start my scope with this image. I thought, oh, this will get me viewers in. And it's just, I've just, yeah, I think it was just out. It was just outside the building having a little cigarette break. I think. Yeah, yeah. So my hands are technically really full now because I'm obviously trying to carry my gimbal around. Let's have a look at this gimbal anyway. I haven't looked at it yet. Let me just show you what it looks like. I just went to get a hot drink, and then he said we sell gimbals. I thought, okay, have a look at this gimbal. Are you ready? Let's do the reveal. Yeah, this is like a YouTube video, isn't it? Let's unbox it. Let's unbox it. Yeah. Yeah. Drum roll. Drum roll. Dun, dun, dun. There you are. Ooh. Oh, it's got a Bluetooth thing as well. A Bluetooth remote control. Yeah, £3 bargain. I'll have to. I'll have to. Yeah. Let me just think which is the quietest way. Just think of the. Yeah, I'm trying. I should have Paris. I should have. Because I never know how long my scopes are going to be on for. I'll have to. I'm not. I'll have to try and. I should have said join me while I try and visit 3 parks in one scope. But you're all there as my witnesses. I'm going to basically show you 3 parks today. Let's try and get 3 parks in. As long as there's some viewers, we'll try and get 3 parks. Right. Yeah, because you never know what's best the time. Obviously, I'm on UK time, so basically we've got about another 3 hours of daylight. So this is about my window for scoping between about noon and 4 p.m. But I've noticed obviously this is the shortest day. It's the winter solstice, isn't it? So it's got to start getting lighter now. It's the shortest day today, so you just have to excuse a few minutes. Yeah, just can't hear with the traffic. Yeah, I just wish I'd have bought this gimbal before I started my scope. I could have put my phone in my gimbal. I've just got to carry it round now. But I say what I'll do is I'll try and keep scoping. I'll try and keep scoping constantly. But obviously, if I have a battery issue or the app crashes or anything and I have to restart, I'll do it from I'll do it from this new gimbal. I think, but it's a bit awkward to do it now while I'm scoping. So yeah, I thought you were going. I thought you were going to contact me yesterday. My scope just suddenly ended last night when I was scoping about. I thought you might have been all wondering what happened. You know, when I just disappeared when I was trying to show you something. I thought I'd better let everybody know. I wonder if everybody's wondering what happened. I just disappeared. Basically, what I did was I was just going to show you that railway track that I was on about, that abandoned railway track, and I got me touch sensitive gloves on, and instead of basically doing what I wanted to do, I pressed the button to end the scope with my gloves on. So I sort of swore a bit. I thought I may as well leave it at that because I was just a few minutes away from the end of my walk anyway. So I probably will. Yeah, I mean I've got no commitments. There's nowhere I've got to be. Uh, there's only going to be sitting there watching the TV. So that'll be a change. I'm always in the house on Christmas Day, always. But we'll make a change this year. I'll obviously I'll have to decide if obviously I'm going to have me. I'll have some Christmas dinner, like, but I'll have to decide if I'm going to have it. I probably might have it for like a bit later in the day. You know, do me walking first, and I look forward to it after me walk because I've seen the weather forecast, and I don't think we're going to have a white Christmas. So I'll guess it's going to be a wet Christmas. So I'll guess it'll probably be. I'll have to start to. Yeah, if you aren't a regular viewer, Derby will know. If it starts raining, we'll start singing rain-related songs. But what we'll do, I have asked Sander for a proper, the proper gimbal, like the electronic gimbal, the DJI one. I'd like that one. The one where you just put your phone in it and it just it's all like electronic and self-leveling and all that business. Yeah, yeah. It's just a DJI. Oh, I know. Just feels like a normal day. I mean, I can't remember the last time. I've got a I found an old video on my phone where I actually did capture some. I did capture some snow from my house. I think it was about 5 years ago. I think it snowed. I think it snowed Boxing Day. I think about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it did snow heavy for about an hour, and then it disappeared. So I've got actual factual. I'll send you the link when I get in on my Twitter. I've got a. I have actually got evidence of it snowing in the UK. So it does. It does sometimes. It does sometimes. But right, you probably hear me huffing and puffing a bit because where I live is it's not very flat. So basically, there'll be a lot of up bank and down bank, and then the problem is like. The problem is this walking group, Derby, will be saying, you were too fit, you are, if you've been walking for an hour and a half before you met us. everybody just everybody just meets this group and then does the walk. And I say, I've just done 5 miles before I met you. I'm just doing my warm-up. Right, we're getting down now. Yeah. Yeah, say I've just, if I've got any new viewers in, just obviously keep mentioning this like Derby does. Obviously, if I've got any new viewers in, obviously Periscope's coming to an end, if you're not aware, in 3 months. So you make sure you follow me on all the alternatives. Is it haps.tv, I think? Haps and Twitter and YouTube under Jason Who. And I'm just in the process of deciding what I'm going to use. I just saw oh yeah, he's a nice one. Look at this. That's a nice one. Honda Civic. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, we're on a mission. With the pumpernickel bread. I think I've seen that for sale. I think. But with somebody just mentioning cars, we're on a mission now, aren't we? You mentioned the car subject, so we're on a mission. We're on a mission, everybody. We have to find a Mini Cooper. I'm just thinking. Looks like I just thought the church looked like it was open. You know that church, what we see lit up. This is my local church there. Yeah, yeah. I saw some activity, but I'm just wondering if it's a wedding or a funeral. Let me just have a look. I can see some. There's the church, and there's the church. Anyway, I'm just trying to think. Oh, I think it's a wedding. I can see a white dress. I can see a white dress. I think it's a wedding. Yeah, I'm just going to spy on him in the corner. Can you see him? I can see a white dress over there. Look, look. Yeah. I look like I'm spying on him from a distance. Go away now. The police will be coming. Let's see, who's that man filming me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Derby. Yeah, oh, two of them. Yeah, yeah. There's two in one go. There. There's one. There's one. There's two. Yeah, yeah. You get, no, well, I mean, can you see? I mean, the thing is, I try and plan the scopes too much, and I think, where can I go? And it's best just have a walk where you live, and you sort of, like you say, we've just seen Mini Coopers, we've just seen a wedding going on. It's just a random thing. And oh yeah, there's a free couch. You want a free couch? There you are. Free couch outside. Free couch. Have a sit down. Uh, yeah, I'm just obviously always conscious if I've got any new viewers in, if I've just got the regular ones, I'll have to keep it. If anybody's new, give me a high five. Yeah, anybody new, just let me know you're new and where you're watching from, and then I'll give you an overview. Yeah, yeah. These are obviously Derby's seen these before. These are the traditional terraced houses, like Victorian terraced houses, where they've all got the chimneys on the top. Let's look at the view of this church from the back. Hello. Oh yeah, we can see the wedding going on over here from the back end. Yeah, let's have a look at the back end. Yeah. Let's go investigate the wedding, everybody. Look, there's a wedding. Let's go investigate. Here's the church from another angle. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where's the wedding going? Yeah. No, not at the moment. No, obviously there's no restrictions. This is the local church. Let me just show you the church from the other side. I say if you see me on night scopes, Derby likes this church because at night they light it all up at night, don't they? So it looks nice. Yeah. I can't believe I've been scoping for 6 months, and now I can see a wedding going on. I don't want to get too close. Oh, where they're going again outside. I'm intrigued by this wedding now. Shall I follow them? They're all leaving, I think. I think they're going outside. Hang on. I look like a stalker now following. Yeah. Oh, the door's open. Yay. The door's open. Yeah. Outside. Yeah, first time the door's been open in 6 months. I've just caught it. You see inside. No, hasn't been open for ages. I've been meaning to scope the outside of it. Right, let's go around here, have a little look around. Yeah, I think the service is just finished, I think. I'm just trying to be not too obvious. This scope's going all around the Ricky. Where am I going now? There you are, that's the local. There you are, that's where we are. Yeah, I've just got Darby in charge of the comments because I've got a bit of rain on my screen. So I was just going to try and show you the bride, but I think I've just missed it. Missed all the excitement. I've done your best I can anyway. I say basically you can see this used to be like a graveyard, you see, but there's no graves in it, so I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. Obviously, this was a graveyard, and obviously there's no graves anymore. So, oh, there's one there. That's an old one. All the graves are missing, so I don't know what it means. Let's see if I can see the date on this one. This is an old one. Look at this. I'm trying to look for a date. Yeah, it's that faded. I can't see a date. Yeah, that's all I can. That's all I can find. That gravestone. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to actually try and speak to a vicar about it and say, why'd you get these churches where all the graves have disappeared? You know, all the gravestones. I'll have to. I think I best ask the vicar. I think he'll have the answer. Yeah, unfortunately, we just missed the wedding. So we just missed the wedding. So. Right, it's distracting. I know I've got to keep an eye on me. Let me just keep an eye on my scope length. Hang on, don't want it to be too long. 28 minutes. Okay. I say I try and save them to me to count. Obviously, with Periscope coming to an end, obviously they said they are going to give me an option to download them all, Derby. So that'll be. I mean, I'm worried about downloading them, but they said they can give you an option. But the problem is they used to have that on the website to download your scopes. But the problem is, will they let you download it in? Obviously, if you tell it save it to your camera roll, it basically says it says, do you want to save it in HD? I mean, basically they call HD 480p, not 720. To them, 480p is like high definition, you see. Which obviously it isn't really. Obviously 720p is what I'd call high definition, but it basically saves it in 480p. Now, if I just wait for Periscope to let me download them all, is it still going to be? It's probably going in a lot less quality. I don't know if they're being saved in 480p or not. You see, I'd imagine they're just on your phone in 480p, and when you do have the choice to download them all, I bet they won't be high resolution. So as long as I keep me scope for about an hour, uh, yeah, it's going to be a bit longer because we just went all around trying to find that wedding. Then that's held us up a little bit. I think we'd had enough time if we had to stop for that wedding. Yeah, they're all getting back in the cars now. It must be a local wedding because they're all. Right, let me just see where we are. Hang on. Right, hang on, where are we? Ooh, 11 viewers. Right. Yeah, that's the trouble. We need like, that's the trouble with Periscope, is obviously you could do with it being higher definition. That's why, if you make sure you follow me on YouTube, basically I try and, if I see something nice, obviously I'd like to try and capture in high definition on my phone. And then obviously the Periscope as the backup, because I don't really want to capture something exciting in low resolution, when you can get to HD on your phone. But, anyway, I was just going to talk about minis, and then we've seen one. I was just going to mention minis, and then we've seen two of them. I was just saying, tell people we're always after a mini in your scope and my scopes. We're always after a mini. But I've decided the way. I've decided right. Oh, yeah, hang on. Town, town, townhouses. What? Yeah, like these here, these terrace houses. Yeah, I mean, basically, if you're in like a lot of northern towns are like this, you probably won't find this everywhere around the country. These like where the houses are all joined together. They're basically Victorian terraced houses, and what was happening about 100 years ago, basically they were called slums. People used to like multiple people living in a building. There used to be loads of families in it. They used to call them slums and hovels. And basically, when the government basically, you can imagine like the times of like Charles Dickens, them type of times. A Christmas Carol where they're all like, obviously the accommodation there must have been when Charles Dickens was writing his Christmas Carol and that, all the slums and all the workhouses and basically it was about 100 years ago. They just knocked loads of old stuff down. I mean, these have all been here about 120 years, all these houses I'm showing you. So about 120 years ago, they just knocked all the old ones down and built all these new ones. Uh, and that's basically, you'll find this if you go any sort of northern, sort of working class town, like Liverpool or Manchester or Birmingham or Stoke-on-Trent, any of the sort of north. I don't know if you can find terraced houses everywhere, but obviously I know they tend to be like, everybody's heard of the soap opera called Coronation Street that's just celebrated its 60th anniversary. And obviously that's basically a northern street where it's basically terraced houses all joined together. And then like a cobbled street, not tarmac, like cobbles, like little boulders that they call cobbles made into like a street. So if anybody isn't aware of Coronation Street, if you just YouTube it and you'll see what it's like. It's like a traditional. Hello, Rob. Hello, Rob. Right. Anyway, I said I was on a mission today to do 3 parks. So I've shown you Forest Park. I haven't even introduced it. This is Northwood Park. This is another little park about half a mile away from the other one. It's basically a little tiny park. Oh, it used to be a lot better. They've got tennis courts over there. There used to be a bowling green. And they've obviously took, I don't know, I mean, you wouldn't believe this, Derby, if it happened to your place, but this used to be a brilliant children's sort of, like a children's playground. There used to be swings and slides, and they took them all away. They all took away all the kids stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. When I was young, hello everybody. This used to be my favourite park. It used to have swings and slides, and this is basically my neighbourhood I've always been in. You see, where I am now. So I just thought, well, I've got to walk at 2 o'clock. There's no point twiddling my thumbs for 2 hours, so we'll do a little walk. And no, no. If you have the right one, I'm. The problem is, I think I've got a dormant account where Jace the Who is in capital letters, where I've got no content. Make sure it's not that one. If you just put Jace the Who in, if you just put Jace the Who in Google, you'll see the account. It's one where it's got nearly 3,000 followers. It's got nearly 3,000 followers, 3 million views, and basically the icon that I use is obviously a little bit different across my different media. So I started my YouTube channel because the Freddie Mercury film come out, Bohemian Rhapsody, and I started a YouTube channel. So it's got a lot of Queen content on there. And obviously I've exhausted all the Queen content. And then obviously I'm using this as a place now to put all my periscopes on, as many as I can. So if you watch my YouTube, there is a lot of periscopes on there as well. That'll obviously be be easy to watch if you've got like Chromecast on your TV. You can make the YouTube videos come on your big TV. Yeah, yeah. I was just going to. I'll just go up this way just to show you this statue. Got a nice statue. Yeah. Well, what I usually find is when you were talking, I can hear your voice break up a little bit if the signal's struggling, but your voice is clear as a bell. It's just sometimes I can if I have call-ins and I can hear your voice. Oh right, yeah. I mean, some people do that. They just pop in between scopes, aren't they? They just pop in and pop out. But yeah, I was just going to show you this statue. Let me just think how I can get to this statue. It's like an old statue that used to be in the town centre, and they moved it to. Yeah, I say I basically people who are new to me. I've been trying different networks all of the past 6 months. I've been trying about four. I've been trying about four new networks, and I think I'll settle on because I've got lots of data on this one. So for the next 3 months, I've got lots of data. So it's like a Christmas bonus where they're giving you about 75 gig of data every month. So I've got plenty of data, and that's why really I could be live streaming on YouTube in high definition. I've got enough data. I've always stayed away from that because I didn't have enough data, but it's just got the habit of Periscope really. So I think I'll just carry on with Periscope, obviously until the date disappears, and then obviously probably start doing some YouTube, But it's just yeah, everybody's up in the air. If you're a scoper, aren't you? You don't really know what to do. You have to obviously switch to a different app now, or just carry on with Periscope. Obviously I'm trying the other networks. I'm trying the other. Oh, this is the first drinking fountain erected in the borough of Hanley. Yeah, 18 something. It was like a drinking fountain when nobody obviously used to have taps. When obviously you've got taps in your house as a new novelty. You must have to go into a drinking fountain for getting fresh water. But this used to be in Hanley, and it was moved here in 1859, I think. It's from 1859, this statue, but it has been refurbished and then put back in this park, I think, because there was nowhere for it in the local town. So let me just. It's amazing how you can keep walking when you've got a call. And let me just take a second, take a deep breath, and see if we've missed any comments. Let's see how many viewers. Oh, 15 viewers, cracky. It's amazing. I think I've noticed since this Periscope announcement, it does seem to be affecting your viewers. There's a lot of I've seen a lot of new people popping up with this Periscope announcement, and because you're obviously spreading yourself around on different networks, and I'm having trouble. You know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously if you sort of love your quality, obviously you basically have to go over to YouTube, because you can live stream on YouTube. I do watch a lot of people who live stream, and but obviously you're getting the big. Hello, Sam. Samo, yeah. I was just saying, yeah, I was just in mid flow then. Yeah. Uh, what was I saying now? I keep losing my train of thought now. Yeah, the HDness of it. Obviously, in an ideal world, I just do everything in HD on YouTube. But obviously, I like the interaction with Periscope. Obviously, I just have to make the most of it because obviously, if you do YouTube, it's a bit clearer. You've obviously got your comments scrolling up the same, but you can't get any live interaction with anybody. That's why you like Periscope for the live interaction. The phone calls. Because I know it wasn't a feature when it first started and they introduced it. But like you say, the Periscope team are just saying it's running on autopilot now, so obviously they aren't going to address any issues that we've got, any bugs, or it's just basically running on autopilot for a while. Apparently, they haven't been doing any updates to it, so but, let's just make our way to where we're going. Yeah, let's try to read some comments. I just hope it doesn't rain, else I've got no free hands to hold anything. It's obviously one of those days where you can see it's dull. You can see how misty it is over there. Look in the distance. So it's all misty over there. All misty over there. Yeah, I usually show you For new viewers, obviously I try and show you a mixture of things. I do sunsets and feeding the wildlife, showing you the nature. But I only started in about April scoping, so I thought obviously I'll try and scope all year round, and then we'll see the difference. And obviously all the autumn leaves are missing, and we'll see things in a different way. I'm trying to work out when my first scope was, so I can call myself my first anniversary of scoping. Have you been on it over a year yet? Have you aware? Have you been over a year yet on Periscope? Oh yeah, yeah. That's what throws people. Yeah, that's what throws people. You see, because obviously if they look at my account, it says obviously I joined in about March 2015, which I did at the beginning of it, but I was never a broadcaster. I did a few videos, a couple of canal videos, and then it just obviously at that point I hadn't got much data, so I had to be conscious of doing little short scopes, and I didn't like it where they weren't saving your scopes. You know, they just disappear after 24 hours. So yeah, I just lost, I just lost touch with it, and then obviously with this lockdown, I just got back into it again for something to do. You know, so I've got like a bit of a periscope. Well, I mean, obviously it's difficult. This obviously everybody's sort of struggling to the maximum this year. Obviously, you know, yeah. I mean, it's like saying, you know, are people happy in countries that are always cold? You know, I mean, I suppose you just get. Well, the thing is, like Andrew, I mean, we're not like this all year round. So I think we always have hope as humans. Obviously, we know the weather's going to get better. You know, we know we're going to have nice summers will probably come, and I mean, obviously, we're all probably be a bit down because there'll be no snow because it's that mild. We haven't had any snow for many years. You know, obviously, I think we're all looking forward to snow, and it's always a nice Christmas if it snows. But I say the closest I've ever seen. Yeah, let me just get. Yeah, we'll just have a bit of. Yeah, just have scope silence just for a second while I'm just crossing this road. I can't hear you. What you're saying? Let's just go over this. Let's just go over this main road. As you can see, the bridge is gone. There used to be on the older scopes. There used to be a bridge across that road, and they took it down. The bridge is gone now. Uh, just got across this main road, then we'll be. Yeah, there used to be a bridge across that road because basically they built those flats there, then blocks of flats. See the three blocks there, 1, 2, and 3, and then they used to have like a connecting bridge going across the road, so you could cross the road easy. And obviously, you'll see the you'll see the difference now walking down this street where I've just shown you the old. You'll be able to see on the left side, as you can see here. Look, they basically knocked a lot of those whole old Victorian houses down, and obviously they're building new housing estates. Which this is obviously what you call a modern house now. These have recently been built, so this is how the modern houses look on the new housing estates that they're building. And obviously there's some old Victorian buildings. That's an old school. You can see the date there, look. You see it there, 1893 there, look. That's an old Victorian school. That's an old school. Yeah, I say with us being such a... Yeah, I mean, that's a school in front as well. Can you see that building? That's an old school. That's abandoned and derelict, and that's an old school. But obviously, there's so much variety. If I scope in my area, see, I can show you like brand new estates, like down there. Look, new houses. I can show you new houses, and then I can just turn the camera and show you things at 150 years old. You know, it's just a nice variety of things to show people. Yeah, as I say, we've got a lot of stuff that obviously gets abandoned and derelict, and a lot of it. I mean, oh yeah, this is what I've told you before. This is where outside our schools, they always have these yellow marks. Look, it says school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's basically just telling you not to park on that area outside of school. It just means obviously, yeah. You know, obviously those yellow lines there. We have double yellow lines there. That means don't park, and then this means don't park as well. Don't park on all that yellow because it's outside of school. You can see it's a bit of an abandoned school. It isn't being used anymore. I think the pigeons have made the home in there now with all the glass. The windows are broken. So But I say you get a nice variety. If I just thought, I mean, obviously normally this wouldn't impress me because I live here, but obviously for obviously overseas viewers, I can just show you all sorts of things. You know, in one street, I can show you new houses this side. 150-year-old houses the other side, and it's just a bit of a variety. Then we're just going to go to going to show you the canal. We're just on our way down to the canal, and then we'll go to the theatre. Right. Yeah. I think we. Yeah. Got me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's obviously. I mean, obviously, I don't know if British people are watching or overseas viewers, but basically, see there where there's no lines. Obviously, you can park there, but obviously, where there's yellow lines, you're not supposed to park. And obviously, then you're outside of school. You always have all those lines outside of school. And then what we've noticed has popped up in our area that I only used to see in London is basically red lines, and in London you have red lines, which is, I think, basically it's very serious. So if you park on red lines too long, I think like a tow truck will come and take your car away because it's basically yeah, yeah, your car will get taken. I think your car will get taken away if you park too long. That's like really serious. I mean, basically, what I'm saying to you is, obviously, you have like, I'm trying to think what you call them. I mean, we have traffic wardens. Obviously, if you did park on that yellow, they wouldn't take your car away, but they'd give you a fine. They'd stick a thing on your window and make you pay about an £80 fine. You know. So when I say you can't, yeah, I know that's the only thing. That's the only thing what seems to confuse you. The school ones. That's outside of school, there is. There's zigzags. Yeah. Mini, mini, yay, mini. Just seen another one. Three mini. I'll have to try and get a record. See how many minis we can see. Yeah. Yeah. I like these smart cars. These are nice and funky. These little smart cars, aren't they? But I've noticed to do it. Yeah, you can get like a four-door version now. You do like a four-door version of them. Yeah. I know. But that's a tradition. Obviously, there's one of the many public houses, you call them, where you can have an alcoholic drink. That's called the Rising Sun. That's like a traditional British pub on a corner. And actually, I've come the wrong way, but you'll have to tell the viewers. Basically, if I go to, I won't go up now, but at the top of that street there, right? I think I've already shown Derby. If you go up that street, can you remember what we showed you up there, Derby? The first house at the top. How it's famous. Can you remember? Let's test your knowledge. Hmm. Yeah, we are. He's a mini estate. Look, mini estate. Yay! I know they're breeding. Oh, yeah, here's another one. There's another one. They are mini. Yay, mini. Right, let's go down this street. Okay. The problem is you get carried away with you on speakerphone. I think everybody's giving me a funny look who's walking past. What's that man doing? Why is he talking? Yes, I mean I can. Yeah, obviously this is like a city. Obviously I'd have to. I'm in the heart of a city. Basically, I'd have to go a few miles outside the city because we're surrounded by countryside. So that's why you see a lot of my nice countryside scopes. Because basically we're lucky where we live, where we're in a big city. But if I go a few miles down the road, I could be in the middle of I could be in a field with cows and horses and sheep and pigs and all sorts. It's a nice little location for like lots of variety. Obviously perhaps where you are, there's not 100 things you can scope. But there's loads of variety to things to scope. But I thought I'd just try the record of going all three parks in one go. So you've seen two parks. We're on our way to the other one. So if you haven't enjoyed it, obviously Darby's a hardcore viewer, so she knows everywhere we're going. And we basically get into the third park along the canal, so we might see a canal boat. Uh, the, I know. I mean, I shot. I sort of shot myself in the foot yesterday, saying to my viewers, "You won't see any more canal boats anymore." I think they finished for the season, and then one come past me 5 minutes after. So I think what the problem is obviously. Let me just cross this other road. Just one more road, and then we'll be back to silence. Just one more silly road interrupting our peaceful periscope. Right, hang on. Let's get safely across the road. Yeah, Derby. What I was just going to test you on that street is I did go the wrong way with talking actually, but I've got a lot of famous things that people think, what's your area famous for? And basically, the house at the top of that street was where the captain of the Titanic was born. Captain Smith. His house is still standing. Yeah, his house is still standing, and it's got a plaque outside. It says Captain Smith was born here in 1895 or something. The house is still there. And other claim to fame, if you're not familiar with Stoke-on-Trent, obviously we've got Robbie Williams comes from here. I have met his mother and his sister. That's my claim to fame, anyway. I used to help out as a charity. I don't know if they've had it on this year. Yeah, another mini. We'll have to just do a mini scope, won't we? Shall we just do a mini scope and see how many minis we can find? We'll do a mini scope. We'll just say join me on the mini scope. We're finding some minis. Right. No. I know you like all these overseas viewers. You'll have to stop saying that we just drink tea and we all know the Queen, because we don't. Hang on, we just get on the we just get on the canal now. Here we are. We've just arrived at the canal. This is my local canal, where in the summer I was showing you lots of canal boats. But yeah, I've just realised I think it was a better idea to I don't know if I should have dropped my gimbal off at home. I've got to use it now. I've carried it around all day. I'll have to try and use it for a short scope later on. Yeah, I've got like a little man bag. You know, I've got like this little satchel thing with like a little man bag over my shoulder, just to keep me spare battery and my keys and my wallet and everything. You know. But, well, I didn't know when I was going to come out this morning. I'll be buying a gimbal. So if the scope comes to an end, I might start the next one on the new thing I bought. Yeah, yeah, that's what you can just have. I mean, obviously, in a normal time, you could just have a day out. But obviously, they do sort of days on a boat where you can go on for a few hours and then they'll serve a meal on there. You know, I know there is one that exists. I'm just trying to think. If you look on Google, I'm just trying to think where it is. If you look up Froghall Wharf, I think they do canal boat tours. And basically, oh yeah, yeah. I'm just kind of, you know, there's some of my local history. There's some of the there's some of the local history from the pottery companies that we used to have. There's the bottle ovens. That's where they used to put all the wet clay, make things out of clay, and then they used to fire them in those bottle ovens. That's what they've left over from the old factory. And I think I'm doing okay for time. But I say the scope won't be on for a lot longer. But I might basically I'll just meet this walking group, see if anybody turns up. 2 o'clock, and then it'll probably be an hour walk, and then I'll see how the weather is, and then I'll do a test scope with my new gimbal, I think, and if I've got any battery, I might do another one. Because every time I come out, I always say to my viewers, I don't want it to be on too long, but obviously when if the hobby rings in, it goes on for like 3 hours, doesn't it? When you start talking. Blame, blame Derby. But I said you can't guarantee like nice sunrises and sunsets, can you? So your weather's changeable. I thought you'd have been doing it every day because your weather's a bit hit and miss, really, like the UK stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Echo. Just going under the bridge. Echo. It's like see we don't get that in England. That's like that American game where you say Marco Polo, don't you? We don't do that in England. I think that's an American thing. Polo. Is that how you play it when you can hear an echo? Is that like what you do? When you, what's the reason you use that? Is it like a game or just like when you can echo it or something? It's right, I see. Yeah, because it's amazing. Obviously, I've watched The Simpsons from day one, and the amount of American things I've learned from The Simpsons. You know, I've learned loads of things from The Simpsons. Lots of lots of things. Because I was like an OG Simpson watcher. I basically had satellite television before The Simpsons started, and I remember having satellite television before The Simpsons started. And was it about '89 when I left school? I think it started when I left school, and yeah, yeah. Let's see if I've missed any comments. Yeah, the battery seems to be doing okay, but I shouldn't say that because then low battery will come up now. I've said it. Let's have a look. Yeah, but I say if people are interested in local history, obviously obviously you see a lot of the old pottery companies at the side of the canal because obviously that's what the canal was built for, to obviously get all the raw materials to the pottery companies to make the stuff. That's why the canal was here in the first place. It's been here 250 years, and it's basically a few of the people who was making pottery decided obviously they couldn't keep using horse and cart, to transport everything around. So you can imagine what a massive undertaking this must have been. I suppose in the modern equivalent, it's like building a channel tunnel, wasn't it? It must have been a vast undertaking to say we're going to have a big canal all around the country that joins everywhere together. You know, but basically, I don't know if you can see inside there. You can see basically this is a working pottery company. Can you see the shelves? That's got all the wet clay on it. You can see all the. This is basically called Emma Bridgewater. A lot of people are aware of that name. It's basically a company that still does make things out of ceramics. It's called Emma Bridgewater, and there's another bottle of it. There's another. Yeah, it's just the lady's name, Emma Bridgewater. If you look here up on Google, you can see this. Yeah, Wedgwood's still a thing. Obviously, Royal Dalton has closed. That's disappeared years ago. But basically, this is he was the one who basically got this canal built. I forgot his first name. Let me just go under this bridge. Hang on. We'll just go under the bridge. Hang on. Yeah, nobody's on bikes today. Usually see a lot of cyclists. Echo, Colorado. Oh, not much echo in this one. I know you have to do that at the Grand Canyon, don't you? You go Colorado, Colorado, Colorado. Oh no. I mean, I'm just trying to comprehend how massive your country is. How you think, oh, I want to visit this and that, and the other. It must be like days and days of driving if you want to visit things. Oh, we are. The ducks are coming to say hello. We are. Let's give them. Let's just have a little. Let's just have a break for the. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. Yeah, I think I'm 5'11". I call myself 6 foot in shoes. I'll be 6 foot with my shoes on. Let's just say hello to the ducks while I just get a little break. It's amazing how much grounds you can cover when you have a call in, Derby. You get me walking miles. You just keep going, talking. You're like you're like an online motivator, keeping me doing me walks and keep me motivated. Just give the ducks some food. Yeah, yeah. It was still okay for reception on this long scope. I'm covering a lot of area. Still okay, is it? Oh, good. Good. Right. Say hello to the ducks. Right. Who else have we gone in? I'm 6'2". Yeah, that's. I'm just going to say. Yeah, I love The Simpsons. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer like it's a bit like because it's been going about 30 years now. I prefer there's a lot better older episodes. I sort of when I watch the new ones, this feels like there's no jokes like there used to be, and there's a lot more classic episodes, brilliant old episodes. But I used to like all the Halloween specials, but I basically got them all on DVD. I've got all the box sets. I think they've only brought the box sets out up to season 20. They are 20% battery. Yeah, what I was waiting for was it to be finished, so I can binge watch it and watch all the episodes. Right. The trouble is when you're on a canal walk, there's nowhere to just sort of like a table type area. I'm trying to find like a brick wall I can put all my stuff down, and I just want to adjust a few of my things. There's nowhere to put all your tranquilments down. That's what I call them, or your paraphernalia that I have to take with me. I've got me, I've got my gimbal under my arm. I've got my umbrella that I'm not using, and I bet if I hadn't bought it, I'd have got soaking wet. And people have got to understand is I can never guarantee the length of a scope because obviously it depends if I have call-ins, and it depends if the weather changes. But at the moment, it's sort of on the yeah, yeah. But that's it. Yeah, I've got one now that's got a lot of big pockets there. Look, see there, big pockets. I put all my stuff in. I keep calling. I just well, yeah, because like I said, but if I've got any viewers, if you want to join me, we're obviously doing it sometime next year when the weather improves, and obviously we're over all this what's going on at the moment. I know a lot of Americans like things like Downton Abbey, don't they? A lot of those like sort of period dramas. And basically, I want to start visiting places like that because that's somewhere you can visit where they film that Downton Abbey. It's like a real place you can visit. And, oh yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to throw the bird food without throwing me umbrella. Oh, these aren't friendly ducks. These don't want me food now. Oh, they don't want me. They've gone away. These don't want me. But I say I'm on a mission today because I told Darby I'm going to be on a mission to show you 3 parks because I'm committed and I'm going to show you 3 parks. So basically, you've seen number one. You've seen number one. You've seen number two. We've seen 3 minis. We've seen a wedding. We've fed the birds. What else do we need to do? I can buy a coffee. Hint, hint. Anybody wants to support the channel, I am on buymeacoffee.com/JaceWho. That helps to support the channel and keep me warm on these damp and dreary British scoping days. Darby's already been very kind and bought me a coffee. I think Tilly's bought me a coffee. I had a surprise. I forgot the chap's name. I'll have to memorise his name. Somebody bought me 5 coffees yesterday. I can't remember his name. Thanks for the Australian viewer, I think he was. And he had a lovely message. You can put like a message, buy the coffees, and then he did like a big paragraph of how he liked my channel, and it was enjoying it all. I'll have to return a message to him. It's like a big paragraph how much he liked the scopes I was doing. I'd imagine he's probably just yeah. I mean, it helps you because obviously it's not you don't want to just doing it for coffees and doing it for money, but it's just you just want an incentive just to keep doing what you're doing. You want some people to say they enjoy your scopes and keep them coming. But yeah, we're just on a mission to get to the 3rd park, and if you can see them trees, we're just nearly there. We're just nearly there. But the problem is if I brisk walk now, It's probably going to be the start of that walk, and all those people will meet there, all refreshed, and they haven't had a walk yet. And now I'm going to be getting to them sweating, saying, "What's wrong?" I say, "I've been walking since 11 o'clock. I've been scoping. I've been I've been walking and talking, and I bought a gimbal, and I've got my umbrella under my arm. There's some ducks. Say hello to the duck. Yeah. So, oh, the postman's coming along the towpath. That's one of our postmen. That's the chap who delivers your mail. That's like a. I mean, you call it a mailman, don't you? I think in your. That's another thing about that's another thing about Americans. Obviously, I think the trouble is, like with you learn a lot about British people from films, and probably we learn a lot about Americans from films, don't we? And I can never understand that concept of obviously when you have your mailman. Obviously, it's not obviously it doesn't apply to apartments, I suppose, but what that you get that thing across. You get that thing across some films is that you always have your post like in a mailbox at the end of your drive, don't you? Not all houses are like that, are they? I don't think they'll all be like that. I see. Right, right, right. Let me just sort my battery out while I'm just talking too much. My phone's going to be flat in a minute. Hang on. I'll just get me. I'll just get me. Yeah, there's the postman. He's got his little trolley. Trolley. Yeah, yeah, like a flat bat. Well, it comes from cars, doesn't it? When you say I've got a flat battery, if you can't start your car, we always say a flat battery. I don't know why we say flat battery, but no. I mean, what do you call it if you turn your key and obviously you know your battery's at fault? What would you call? What would you say if you knew your battery was the problem? Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it's a British thing. Yeah, I think we'll always say we'll always say flat battery. Like you'll say a flat tire if your tire on your car has gone down. We say a flat tire for that as well. So you know. Yeah. Well, that's the first time. It's nice to see something different on scope. Obviously, I don't know what's happened there. There's like a bunch of flowers there. I don't know what's happening there. I think that's a dedication to somebody. There seems to be a little bunch of flowers. But yeah, I'm just a conscious. Just keep reminding me to plug my battery in, Derby, because I was on 20% battery. So just remind me to keep plugging in. I've just got it on my hand. I just need 4 pairs of hands when you're scoping. Hang on. Let's just. Well, I was just going to say to you, just as I was showing you that postman, an error box come up at the top saying lost connection, but obviously you were still there. So I think what it's nice when you have a call in. When you have a call in, it seems to lock the connection. It never drops as long as you've got a call in. I don't know why. But obviously, if you have a call in, it keeps the signal locked on. Because I did just have an error message about signal. So you can you still see me? Right. Yeah, the time here now is it's 1:40 p.m. 1:40 p.m. Uh, but I'm just trying to think. Yeah, yeah. Let me make sure I'm charging my phone up. That's the main thing. Yeah, it's so weird. I'm trying to be a multitasker, and I find it hard, men trying to multitask. I know it's easy for. I'm assuming. I think it was traditional. It's easy for ladies to multitask, isn't it? But I feel like I'm nearly dropping everything. Trying to multitask, I'm dropping everything. I didn't think I was going to be carrying a gimbal around all day. Here's a sign for the. Let me just check the broadcast working. Yeah, Andrea's back. Yeah, Darby's still in. There's a Truria. There's Utoxeter. Now, if I visited Utoxeter, are you aware of that name? Have you heard of Utoxeter? Utoxeter. But what I could show you there is, how Britain is a big country about horse racing, and basically that is where there's a horse race course, If you're aware of, obviously, there's a lot of horse racing, and that's basically where in the summer I'll try and visit and show you some horse racing. That'd be cool. I've never been horse. Yeah, yeah, but obviously our American British is like a big. We obviously have a lot of. We gamble traditionally on horses, in football, but horses are a big thing that we gamble on. And obviously you can turn up at a place, and then obviously there'll be a lot of people who'll let you put bets on, and all the odds and all that, and you just bet on a horse to win, or to come second, or to come third, and it is a big pastime of the British people. But I think Derby's seen it before. I'll show you there's the pavilion. If we've got more time, I might go in the pavilion after my walk. I'm not sure when it opens. There's a pavilion there. That's all been done up. A nice pavilion and a bandstand there. But basically, that's been turned into a nice cafe over there. You can go and have a hot drink. But you can see how big the park is. I can't show you all of it. It's a massive park. It goes all the way down there, and there's a big lake at the bottom end. If you just look up, I'll show you a picture. There's like a poster. There's like a poster. But I was hoping when I came up early, I'm just terrible at time management. I thought I've got to make sure I'm at the beginning. I said to myself, trying to make sure you're at this walk and give yourself 5 minutes to try and get your breath back. But I just yeah. Hello, gal in the city. Hello. I'm just as Darby will tell you, I'm just on a massive scope today, trying to show you 3 parks, and I've achieved it. Yay! I've just realised I've achieved it. I've shown you 3 of my local parks. We've arrived. This is my 3rd park. I thought I'd try and do a scope and do 3 parks. That's good exercise. I was trying to get to 3 parks in and try and do an hour scope. How long have we been now? Let's just try and fit them all in. Where are we? Oh, it's an hour and 12 minutes. Yeah, so it's going to be just over an hour. That's where we are. It's a massive park. All right. Yeah, if she wants. Yeah. Say hello. I'll do me. I'll do my best if I'm. Do we know Gal in the city? Obviously, I usually try to get to know people before I call in. I think I've spoke to her before. Is she okay? Can you verify the call-ins for me? Yeah, it'll just be a quick. Yeah, it'll just be a quick chat because I've been on my scope for over an hour now. So that'll probably be about 10 minutes till I finish. Because I'm basically going to meet my walking group. Yeah, the walking group will be at the end of this canal path. Yeah, about 10 minutes away. So if she calls in, no, no sign. Yeah, try and call in if you want. No, no sign of a call. Yeah, do you want to call in? You've got about 10. Yeah, try again, Mo. Oh, we are. Here she comes. Right. I'll just keep walking so I can get to my walking group. I'll just keep my brisk pace going while we just have a quick hello. Uh, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. We've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Hello. Hello, Mo. Oh, we are. Somebody's lost a shoe. Somebody's lost a shoe. 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 Somebody's lost a shoe. Yeah. I apologise for being a bit out of breath. I apologise for being a bit out of breath, but obviously I'm talking and walking, which takes you a bit out of breath. So yeah, that's what I think. That's yeah, because Tilly enjoys it for that. I think she's quite in the house a lot, and she enjoys my scopes. That Tilly who comes in. Yeah, yeah. But I was just gonna. Oh yeah, let me just do another echo. I'm getting under a bridge. Hang on. Echo. Right. No, the thing is, I just take this because this is on my doorstep. I just take it for granted, you see. But I'm glad that people. I thought I'll share where I live and all these nice areas. Oh, we can hear some birds tweeting. Yeah, I was just going to say to you because somebody said to me, "Are we allowed out?" Obviously, at the moment, nobody is saying that you can't leave the house. And basically, what we're on about this new strain. Obviously, I'll try and keep it brief because we don't want to talk about it too much. But basically, it's not. Once you hear them announce like level four, it's not the whole country. It's just basically London is level four. And obviously, it could get worse where everybody's level four, but at the moment, it's just London area, down south. And obviously, I'm about 150 miles from London, so obviously it could affect. Obviously, you don't want to think about the negatives. Obviously, it could spread around the country and there'd be more level fours. But the problem is I'm not sure. At the moment, we're in level three in our. We're in level three, but a lot of places are in level three. If you look at a COVID map of the country, there's about 75% of the country. 75% of the country is level three, and there's only a few places at level two and a few places at level one. So uh, it's all to do with that new strain. Entities obviously just wanted to. He says they're allowing you for visit over Christmas, and then obviously he's saying don't visit anybody out without your household. So, but anyway, that's London area, so that doesn't affect me. Um, in England, I'm in the northwest of England. I'm very near to Birmingham and Manchester. Yeah, that area of the country. Yeah, I'm near to Manchester. Yes, I was just going to say I thought you just said Adam Yaffe because he broadcasts from Liverpool. He broadcasts a lot from Liverpool. Yes, I know. I've been on, yeah, the one who does the artistic one. Yeah, the Sing. Yeah, the one with the turban person. Yeah, he's in. I think he's in Birmingham area. He is. Yeah, he's about 40 miles away from me. But yeah, and basically I have been on Periscope from day one. I remember Sing. And I remember there used to be somebody called Orion who used to show you around. Orion used to show you. Yeah, they used to Orion Hombre used to show you around London. There used to be that Sing doing the artistic stuff, and then I think it was a. Yeah, but the problem is, is if you look at my timeline, it says I've been on for 5 years, but I haven't been scoping for 5 years. I just did a few scopes in the early days, and then obviously what happened was in the early days, scopes didn't used to get saved. Scopes didn't used to get saved, so that's why I've got no history on my channel. You see, everything I've done. Yeah, when Periscope first started, they didn't save your scopes only for 24 hours, and then they disappear. So basically, when you look at somebody's account, don't let that fool you into thinking, why hasn't he got thousands of scopes? Because it just means that my scopes have only saved since about 6 months ago because I didn't have any scopes on there. So that's why you'll see all my scopes from the past 6 months, even though I've been a member for 5 years. But, we'll just show you this. Yeah, I'm just going to have my scope in about 5, 10 minutes. Uh, this is uh, this is where my walking group's going to meet. I'm meeting a walking group. But I'll just let you enjoy the sound of water. And this is one of the canals, the canal locks that the boats have to go through. Do you hear the sound of water over there? That's where we just come from. Yeah, but I say I'll just say I'll be about 5 minutes. So if you want to have a quick chat to Derby, I'll end it in about 5 minutes. If we have a little chat all together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is where there you are. Stoke-on-Trent College. It's like a little map telling you where you are. There you are. That's my town, Hanley, and then that's like you have a lot of these at the side of the canal telling you where you are. But I say, I always say to new viewers, if you just check out my replays, because I've got over 300 scopes now, so I've been quite busy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. That's my walking group. Is there? Look, waiting. Yeah, blue skies following me. Yay! Right, I'll let me scope there because the walking group's about to meet. Um, Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the future. Obviously I've got 3 months to think about it. So I have done a few test scopes. I can do YouTube. I can stream on YouTube. I can stream on Twitter Live. I've tried Haps. I'm not happy with Haps at the moment, but obviously it's got time to improve. So I can't really say yet. So we've got 3 months. So I'll basically stay on Periscope as long as I can, I think, and then I'll just do a few test scopes on the other platforms. Right. Thanks for joining me on my walk, Derby. And yeah, I love Derby. Okay, watching. Thanks. Right, folks. I'll just end the scope there. If you're not watching me, make sure you follow me on buymeacoffee.com/Jace the Who, and that helps to support the channel. And make sure you follow me on Twitter as Jace the Who and YouTube as Jace the Who. And I'll see you on the next one. I'll try to do daily scopes, weather dependent. Okay, folks. Bye for now.